Shane Lowry.
He's got big ones.
Plays from the heart, as they said on the broadcast there. Plays from the heart. Plays with heart. Has a heart. I think that sums up why, once again, the U.S. gagged on it and got it shoved down their throats by an inferior Europe squad in the Ryder Cup, and I could not be happier about it. Every year, I feel like I root harder for the Europeans, and for good reason. The U.S., largely, I don't want to say they're all this, but it's easier to stereotype. I think largely, the U.S., unlikable frontrunners. And, it sort of occurred to me, Mazz, as I was watching this weekend. I root against the U.S. in golf like I root against them in basketball. Just kind of unlikable, talented frontrunners. Their own corporation. They're in it for themselves and nothing else other than themselves. It's just corporate, and they just ultimately care about their brand, not about the team. Do they even know how to play as a team? I mean, that's a basketball thing, but in golf it actually applies in this tournament.
It does apply. With
those 4 balls and best ball tournaments and that format, you do kind of have to play as a team. Until you get to yesterday. So, of course, the U.S. turns it on yesterday when it's all individual. And it's just about them. But when these unlikable front-running robots have actually got to play a team match and interact with other human beings, they're incapable of doing it because they're just unlikable front-running robots. And I find the Europeans so much more likable, so much more real. It comes out in those 4-ball and those formats, the first 2 days. What are they called? The foursomes and the 4-ball?
Yep.
It comes out in that, and the Europeans just wipe the floor with you when it comes with that because, I don't know, the Europeans are actually somewhere in there like human beings, people, actual human beings. Shane Lowry playing from the heart because he actually has one. I don't know if the U.S. guys do, and they haven't for a while. You've lost 9 of the last 12. That is embarrassing.
They get slaughtered the first 2 days.
And it just, it bursts a bubble. All the golf Krishnas, they throw these guys in our face. What about this guy? What about that guy? What about this guy? Kind of unlikable front runners with, I don't know, much heart. And so every other year, you go up against, on paper, talent-wise, an inferior Europe squad who has just a little bit more humanity, a little bit more heart, actual little bit more real people, and you lose to them just about every other year. Oh, God, that's so good. So I, for one, relish it. I root against the U.S. in golf like I do in basketball. Sorry.
I mean, so people yesterday, and again, I switched over after the Patriots game, which is what I think a lot of people here did. And people were saying, oh, this is getting interesting. And I'm like, they're going to fall just short. And look, anything's possible. I'm not telling you I can predict the future. But it looks better. The end result looked better than what the reality was, and they get their ass kicked.
Yeah, so you went on a run when you were out of it, and you got to individuals, and it was just you and your corporation, you and your brand. Yeah, you piled up some points at the end when it was just about you, when you didn't have to look and talk to anyone else. It was just you and your swing coach on the country club driving range. Yeah, good, neat. You do that every year. When you actually have to play a team match and talk to people and look at people and interact, you're nothing.
I couldn't believe I came out of it actually liking Rory McIlroy, who I have mostly looked at as a stiff, but Saturday he was over the ball on 16, getting heckled, got heckled the whole time.
Stood there for 4 minutes.
Told everyone to go F themselves, and then shoved it down everyone's throats because he put it within like 3 feet to win the match. I was like, oh, that was kind of awesome. But the whole weekend, he was telling everyone to go F themselves, which I can respect.
Well, but the crowd started it.
Embarrassing
They
weekend.
were bad. You see the clip where the MC, the gal on the microphone, the MC, I don't know if this was before the day started or whatever, was getting the crowd going on an F you Rory chant. The girl who was at the mic, like the stadium announcer.
Yeah, that's going a little too far.
Hey, listen, it's not. So I'm not blaming the U.S. golfers for the crowd.
How did that sound?
But the point is,
F you.
Yeah, no, it is. If you Google it, you'll see it.
But if that's the waste management, fine, because the waste management's nuts. Like, there has to be a little bit more decorum at something like this.
It was it was a bad look for America. The whole thing was a bad look. The Friday, Saturday was embarrassing.
Scotty Scheffler, the best golfer on the planet, loses his first 4 matches.
Yep.
Became one of only 4 U.S. golfers to lose 4 matches on home soil in a Ryder Cup. And if he hadn't won yesterday, he would have been the only one to lose all 5.
That's right. And again, as soon as it was an individual match, he won.
So, exactly. Stick a finger in your cheek. Like, I know when it's all about you and your corporation and your brand and your branding and your advertising. Yeah. You can lock it. It's just you. That doesn't impress me. Not in this thing. This thing is about your country and your team and your fellow golfers and that thing. So, you got anything? No. Did you see the nonsense with DeChambeau on Saturday, too?
Oh,
Mazz?
yes, I did see that.
With the stepping in the line and them chirping at each other. Like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
I would like to know, but DeChambeau was too much of a pussy to talk about it afterwards. Has he spoken since?
Not about that, I don't think.
Has DeChambeau talked at all?
Yeah, he was interviewed after the final round yesterday.
Oh, when he came back and tied it when it was just himself.
Right.
He was 3 down, he came back and tied it, right? But it was just about him and his thing. He talked. But the day before, when he embarrassed himself and lost in the 4-ball and pitched a fit because someone stepped in his line or something. No one even knows what the hell happened. Or maybe was it Rose's guy that stepped in the line and DeChambeau got all upset?
I think that's right. There was some sort of thing on the green. And again, they've had this in the past too. It happened with Cantley and McIlroy last year when someone made a putt and the other guys hadn't putted yet.
These U.S. golfers, unlikable front runners, just the kind of thing I hate. This is my personal thing. The talented front-running guy or team that just blows people out. And I got so much more interest in someone who might not be quite as talented but knows how to win as a team or has got more heart or more balls. That's Europe. You're the unlikable front-running robot.
They really play as a team, too, when they play those team competitions.
I'll tell you, Keegan Bradley, I like him. Nice guy. I think he gets it. He should have played. Because it feels like when he plays, he's that guy.
He's pretty good.
Not as talented as some of the others, but he's got an edge to him. He gets it. He should have played himself in this. But I just looked this up. It further reinforces. I'm sorry, golf people. I've been right about this from the start. You've just got to admit, especially your Americans, are lesser than the guys that came before them. Lesser than. And it comes out in a tournament like this. I just looked it up. In the foursomes and the 4-ball, okay, the team matches. You know what Nicklaus was all time? 8-1. Nicklaus in the foursomes and 4-ball was 8-1. I'm sorry, he was 8-1 in the foursomes, 5-3-1 in the 4-ball. But the foursomes, I think, is the alternate shot.
Foursomes is alternate shot.
Foursomes is the alternate shot.
Correct.
So when it wasn't just when Jack was in a team, a true team, the alternate shot, 8-1. You know what Tiger Woods was? 4-9-1.
Yeah, Tiger sucked in this.
4-9-1. Tiger all time was 4-9-1 in the foursomes, 5-10 in the 4-ball.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing because you know why?
Because he didn't care.
Unlikable front-running robot.
And listen, the 4-ball is also another one that sticks out. I know that you said the foursome is the alternate shot, as you said, but the other one you got to play depending on what your partner does. So sometimes your partner's in trouble. You got to put out an iron and get a ball and play.
These guys, especially Americans, don't know how to win. I stand by it, and I just get proven right as we go on year to year. Foursomes 4-ball. Arnold Palmer, all time, 9-3, 7-2. Jack Nicklaus, 8-1, 5-3-1. Tom Watson, 4-1-1, 4-1. Phil Mickelson, 5-8-4, 8-8-2. Tiger Woods, 4-9-1, 5-10. Wow. Dustin Johnson, 3-3, 5-5. Jordan Spieth, 3-3, 5-3-1. Brooks Koepka, 2-3, 2-3-1. And actually, Koepka's got a little edge.
And Mike, it's always the best players from over here too. In other words, like if you were to look at over the weekend, who was the guy who Cameron? He was pretty good.
Yeah.
All things considered, he's a lower level guy.
He sunk the big one on 18 to win his match, right?
Yes. Yup. And Henley hit that great bunker shot on 18, although then left the putt short.
Sure he did, and then my guy there, Lowry, shoved it right up your ass. Oh, that was so good. Oh, and they care. They care. You guys had the helicopters warmed from your corporate sponsor to head back to behind the gate in Orlando. And meanwhile, just give me Shane Lowry on the 18th green.
This is great.
Shane Lowry, you just earned the half point to retain the Ryder Cup for the European team. You look in disbelief. Tell us all how you are feeling and where this moment ranks in your career.
I mean, I've been so lucky to experience amazing things in this game. That was the hardest couple of hours of my whole life, honestly. I just can't believe it. I can't believe that putt went in. I stood over it going, this is it. I said to Darren walking down 18, I said, I have a chance to do the coolest thing in my life here. And, like, the Ryder Cup means everything to me, honestly. I won the Open in Ireland. It's amazing. It's a dream come true. But the Ryder Cup for me is everything. Like, and
you can stop there. He's won the British Open, which he's Irish. So for him is the biggest thing you could ever accomplish in your sport. And he wanted that more.
Yeah. That was cool. He said that, too, when they did the press conference afterward. He repeated that story, that he told his caddy walking up the 18th hole, this is the biggest moment of my career.
Oh, there's so much more easy to root for that side than you guys. Bunch of unlikable front-running robots.
He makes big putts, that guy. He's got
balls.
Huge ones. Huge ones.
It was good stuff, though, wasn't it?
It was great.
When it gets going there, I need stakes, anything. My problem with modern golf is there's no one for me to root for. When I was a kid, I was just such a huge Jack Nicklaus fan, so it was easy. Every time he was on the TV, I had something to root for, an emotional investment in the thing. And I lack it now because I just can't get behind anyone. But in the Ryder Cup, it's easy. Oh, it's so easy to root against the U.S. Comes naturally.
Oh, listen, they bring it on themselves. I do think, too, that the event, like this course is a good place to do it. They know how to pick the courses for these things because it's risk reward. And if you miss, you can really hurt yourself, but there's birdies to be made. I think Henley made 8 birdies yesterday in his round. And these guys are playing for birdies to win these holes. They know they got to do it. The thing is awesome. And the Americans on the first 2 days, all the way across, on the course and off, shamed themselves. It was shameful. It was a shameful performance by America for 2 full days.
Par for the course. Sorry for the analogy. You've lost 9 of the last 12 of them. That's what you do.